So it's confirmed I will never vlog this way again. I did not expect to have to answer enough questions to fill up 3 videos. I'm sorry. Okay, to answer NeoDeath's question here again, as I was getting to at the end of the last clip, it was about how I got the name MarzGurl, and as I was stating, it has to do with Marvin the Martian. Well, I was in the 8th grade, and so I was kind of young, and I was actually getting into chat rooms and forums, and it really bothered me that I didn't know what gender the other people I was talking to were. And I was like, well, I don't want anyone confusing me for a man out there on the internet, because the internet, that's a man's territory. So I took my love of Marvin the Martian and my gender, and I put them together, and there you go, MarzGurl. Oh, where is it? Oh, I don't have the cardboard cutout out here. But I do have a Marvin the Martian cardboard cutout, 5 feet tall. And I have several cups, pens, pencils, shirts, lots of hats. There's a poster above my computer. I can't really turn the camera around. It's kind of stuck to the monitor. I've got another poster somewhere up here, around somewhere. Just, you have no idea. The description I'm giving you does not even begin to describe my Marvin the Martian collection. It's in tons of boxes in this extra room back here that I had to bring from home, which used to take up a whole wall and half another, and it's huge. Okay, it's just huge. So yeah, I adore Marvin the Martian. No, I'm sure not many people know that. I adore Marvin the Martian. Anything I can get my hands on, watches, got pajama pants and slippers and socks. I got it all. Got it all. If there's anything that's been made within the last couple of years, though, I've been slacking on my collection. I really need to start picking it back up again. Or do I? My collection's awfully huge. Anyway, that's enough time droning on about Marvin the Martian. So, there was one more video response. I want to try to pronounce this correctly. I believe this is Tierras de la Leyenda. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I live in a Spanish kind of area, so I hope I pronounced that right. He asks for stories or anecdotes from Channel Awesome, and he quotes that Lindsay, the nostalgia chick, and I were tweeting about playing DDR together. That was kind of fun. She and I were on 2 different difficulties. She was on easy and I was on heavy, and then I got too cocky and I was having too much fun with it, and then I completely lost all my health, and she totally survived and I didn't, and so that was awesome. But what I really loved was that everybody, practically everybody at Channel Awesome, really loved the Dance Maniacs machine. And you'll recall from like my second vlog that I talked about how I played Dance Maniacs, the machine with the sensors that you have to kind of dance like this, up, down, and down, and everybody got into it. I was thrilled that everybody loved it so much, but the problem is that I had played it so much that I really couldn't get a good competition out of everybody because I would beat everybody, and I don't even want to beat everybody. I just really love the game, and I was just so happy that everybody else loved the game too. And I tried to do a non-stop set that I had never done before, and I ended up doing like 11 songs in a row, and I thought that since I had never done it before, that I would surely just fail really early. And when I kept going, I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know I wouldn't lose, but everyone's like, no, this is awesome, this is friggin' amazing, oh my god, we should make a documentary out of this. And I'm like, oh, this is really embarrassing, not to mention a documentary about that would be really, really boring. I would not watch something like that. But, so that was funny. Another amusing anecdote, let's see if I can figure out one more. Year 1 celebration, I'll just say that Benzai, okay, Mr. Games you might not know, he really has an aversion to pants. It's true. It's totally true. Never keeps his zipper up, and always tries to drop them at every opportunity. So if you're ever in a hotel at the same time as him, try to avoid his room, because he won't have pants. Okay, that's enough anecdotes there. He also asks if I have thoughts on other reviewers such as Y Ruler of Time or Jesu Otaku. And yeah, I do totally respect them. Like you said, total respect for them because they have similar interests to me and they're totally good at what they do. They are better at what they do than I am at what I do. Y Ruler of Time, yeah, as you might have noticed from a response video he did for me, we don't agree on things all the time. So that's okay, because that means that there's variety. That means that, you know, if we have something to disagree on, then that means there's all kinds of different things out there that you guys should be out there reading or watching. So, and if you hear multiple different opinions, then you'll get this kind of idea of, well, if this kind of person doesn't like it, and this kind of person does like it, then I have a pretty good idea of how I'm going to feel about it. And Jesu Otaku does reviews 10 times better than I do. That's why I kind of stick to factual stuff. I really enjoy her stuff, and I think she's really fun. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe we'll get to work together at some point. I think that would be fun, but I think I would really drag her down if we did. He also brings up that I talk about Conan O'Brien all the time. I adore Conan O'Brien. I got tickets to his live show in Dallas next month. I've had a crush on Conan O'Brien since I was like in early high school or so. Got a Conan O'Brien mug sitting around here somewhere. And he asks if I like any other kind of comedy, like sketch comedy or improv comedy or stand-up comedy. Well, I'm not so much into stand-up comedy. Not so much. Everyone's always quoting things about stand-up comedy, and I kind of get it, and other times I'm like, it's not really for me. But I do really love sketch comedy. I love sketch comedy probably the most. And maybe that comes from Conan O'Brien, actually. Because Conan O'Brien also wrote for Saturday Night Live. He wrote for The Simpsons. He did those things before going on to do Late Night with Conan O'Brien. And I just love sketch comedy. It's just so short and so random. I think sometimes short comedy is the best comedy. And he had brought up improv comedy, which I really do like Whose Line Is It Anyway? Both the British and the American version. Of course, the American version was easier for me to get a hold of, because guess where I am? America. But I love improv. I tried to be part of an improv troupe when I was in high school. I failed at it. I'm not comedy. What can I say? I think I'm better when I'm just sitting here and talking about something, and then, bloop, something just kind of falls out, and there it is laying on the table. Big, giant elephant in the middle of the table, and it doesn't go away for a very, very long time. So, yeah, I'm not good at improv, but I love to laugh at improv. And so I think that's about it. Man, I managed to do just about 30 minutes of talking. I hate myself. Okay, so next time I'm going to be recording on my high-definition camera, and I'll put on my wide-angle lens for absolutely no good reason. And we'll never break this up into 2 or 3 parts ever again. Ask me any questions if you have any. I'm totally cool answering them. And I'll be seeing you guys later. Take care.